Hello everybody, it's ID1 here in today's video. This video today we're going to do another DC video. I did a part 1 of if I was the CEO of Warner Brothers doing a DCU, so like this MCU. If I was doing a DC Comics cinematic universe of movies and stuff and have them in phases and stuff, how would I do it, or what direction would I have it in? So this is the part 2 of this video. In this video, I'm going to share phases 4 and 5 in this one. For my first video, I did phases 1 through 3, 1s, 2, and 3. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out and see what you guys think. I'm going to share off what's left of the second part of this list and see what you guys think. Okay, for phase 4, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have another street level character. He is a Bat Family character, but he's also kind of an interesting character too. I feel like having an Azrael movie would be pretty cool. He does fight on the side with Batman and everything and stuff. He's also in the Arkham Asylum games and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of times where you get to fight him, where you have to fight him because of the history him and Bruce have had. But it'd be pretty cool to have an anti-hero character movie, a DC character like Azrael and stuff. Kind of explore this character a little bit and stuff. Kind of explore Jean Paul Valley. Wow, character. The next one I have is Justice League Dark. Now this one could be, kind of like the animated movie where you had Batman, John Constantine, Zatanna. You had Swamp Thing that was in that too. And I think Dr. Fate was also in there too. Dr. Fate was in there too. Dr. Fate, and I can't remember who else. Oh, Deadman was the other character. I think it'd be kind of cool to explore those types of hero characters and then Etrigan. I think Etrigan was another character that was in that too. So basically exploring those Justice League hero characters in this type of cartoon where they fight off, supernatural threats and that type of thing. I think it'd be really cool to have that is what I have for phase 2 as a second movie. For my third one, I have Hawkman, Hawkgirl 2. I feel like a sequel should be pretty cool in that era. Plastic Man. I mean, got a Mr. Fantastic from the Marvel Universe, from Fantastic Four, so should have a Plastic Man and stuff in this DC Universe. And plus, it'd be kind of cool to explore his character just a little bit, since he's kind of a comedy, humor-like character, but he's alright of a character, but it'd be kind of cool to have a Plastic Man movie. Next one I have is Booster Gold. Now, Booster Gold movie I think would be pretty interesting. Kind of exploring his TV acting, which is where he comes from, and he has the powers of crossing he has the power of time travel, so he can cross through dimensions and stuff. I think it's kind of cool to explore Booster Gold in a movie. Next one I have here is Blue Beetle. Now for Blue Beetle, I think even though we have that movie coming out here pretty soon, that's on the horizon. I just added that character on here because I would assume Blue Beetle will be part of that DCU and stuff going forward. I'm pretty sure that's going to be one of the characters that will be going forward, which would be kind of cool to explore his character. Next one I have here is Titans movie. Instead of Teen Titans, I feel like doing a Titans movie would be pretty cool. Now, my lineup for Titans, this is what I would like to have for the Titans and stuff. Obviously, Nightwing would be a pretty interesting idea for um, this type of thing. Um, for Robin, obviously, you would have Damian Wayne as the Robin in that universe. You'd have so that character, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, those types of characters would definitely be in it. Blue Beetle would be another one that would get tossed in here. Blue Beetle and I can see Blue Beetle. I want to say Firestorm be interesting for this because in Injustice and stuff, he was a kid in that. So I would say Firestorm would be an interesting character for that. And then I was gonna say Static Shock would be interesting. So that's kind of my 8 characters for the Justice League for the Titans universe. Now, Static Shock would work pretty well with Titans universe. So that's my Titans lineup for it. Next, I have a Justice League Female Alliance, which is basically like an all-female Justice League team. And the lineup I have with that would be Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, Supergirl, Zatanna, Batgirl, Mary Marvel, Jessica Cruz as Green Lantern, Black Canary. Black Canary for sure. Basically, it would explore these 8 female Justice League hero characters. I kind of want to have a little bit of teamwork ethic type deal where they have an issue of teaming up kind of deal because they're both kind of. I kind of want to make it to where if I was doing this type of a film, I like to have it to where it's yes, they've all worked together before, but for an all-female Justice League, I kind of want them to have that teamwork issue where they all need to learn how to work together, but they at the same time they're all kind of not all for it, just kind of want to do their own thing and that type of thing. But I want to have an issue like that with a movie and stuff, and have them figure out how to solve that and be these cool female superheroes and team up and take down the villain, and then the heroes win. That's what I have for a Justice League female movie. Now, the next one I have here is Black Lightning. I feel like even though they have a CW show, I feel like Black Lightning would be pretty cool. And two, it would also introduce, Static Shock in a way, because that's where Static Shock comes from, is Black Lightning. And the CW, I'm pretty sure, in the CW one, they did kind of introduce, that type of character that does become Static Shock later. I haven't watched hardly much of Black Lightning, so I'm really lost. So, the next character I have here is Stargirl, even though she has her CW show. I feel like Stargirl would be an interesting character to have her own movie. As another female character to get thrown into the DC universe here for Phase 4. The next one I have here is Batman 4. Now, some of these characters are going to get, I have as to get 4 films. Now, for Batman, I think for a really cool story that I really want to do for Batman 4, I do want to have a big portion of the Bat family characters kind of being a part of this film. But, so, for Batman 4, I like to have Hush as the villain for Batman 4. And I kind of want to do a Court of Owls kind of deal, like a Court of Owls kind of deal, where Batman's on Trial, and The Court of Owls, Hush. All these people are Talon. All these people are like coming for Batman and stuff. So it's almost like Batman's being haunted. But it would also bring the Bat Family characters to come and help him stop this threat that's coming after Bruce. And I think it'd be a really interesting kind of story to have that type of dynamic. And plus, it would explore. It would have Red Hood in this because I feel like Red Hood would be an interesting character to have. You know, he's already doing like his killing and stuff, but I kind of want to bring him in here and he kind of like go back to his like ways of like not killing and trying to do better and stuff. I kind of want to have that character in that because they are now in some of the new Red Hood comics. They're trying to make him kind of back to where he doesn't really do the killing hardly as much. So, but I do want to have it to where I have the idea of the Batman 4 story. Would have Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, Tim Drake's Red Robin, Damian Wayne's, which is the current Robin now. It would bring in Batwoman. Now, for Batwoman, I don't mind Kate Kane's character, but I've actually seen though in the comics, that Carrie Kelly has actually kind of donned the Batwoman concept a couple times. I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have Carrie Kelly's character to kind of branch in a little bit, and plus, Carrie Kelly is kind of a lesser known like character. Yes, she did become Robin for a little bit too, but like she's also taken as the Batwoman concept too. So like, she's been different type of personas. So I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of branch and kind of learn Carrie Kelly's character a little bit, since she is lesser known character. And two, if I was James Gunn trying to do all this, and since he's a person that likes to make lesser known characters become big characters, it'd be kind of interesting to kind of explore Carrie Kelly's character. And plus, Titans did kind of introduce her name character on one of the shows and stuff as a character and stuff. So it'd be kind of nice to kind of branch her character more. So that's what I do for Batman 4. And I would also have like Batwing be involved with this type of film too, as another character, a new hero character coming in to help the Bat Family. So, that's what I have here is Aquaman 3. I think it'd be kind of cool to have Aquaman 3 and stuff. Titans 2. Now, Titans 2, just like a Justice League movie, I feel like Titans should have a sequel, team-up movie and stuff. Now, for a villain, I kind of want to have a couple of different villains in this. One villain I do want to have in Titans 2, I like to see Sportsmaster as one of the villains get put in here. And Sportsmaster, I think Sportsmaster and like Brother Blood, I think would be interesting villains for like the sequel and stuff. Because for Titans 1, I feel like Deathstroke would be really interesting to have coming into this, and and have Terra be kind of the hero that betrays them and as works for Deathstroke and stuff. So Deathstroke, Terra, and then some other character I like to see get thrown in here to kind of help with the villain part. But anyway, for Titans 2, that's kind of what I do for Titans 2 is have Sportsmaster and Brother Blood be kind of the villains for the sequel and stuff. Next one I have here is Watchmen. I feel like a new Watchmen movie would be kind of cool. John Constantine 2. Static Shock movie. Now, what's funny, what's kind of cool is there's actually supposed to be a Static Shock movie that's supposed to be in development. I haven't heard too much about what they're doing with that and stuff. I did hear at one point Michael B. Jordan was going to be directing and doing a film of that, but I haven't heard too much of that. But I kind of hope that actually does come to life one day. So, Flashpoint movie. So this is basically the fourth Flash movie. I feel like another Flashpoint movie would be pretty cool to have in the fourth film. Now, in this fourth movie, now there's actually two different Flashpoint stories. Of course, you have the one with where kind of the first incident where Barry saves his mom. It wasn't supposed to save his mom, and then it kind of caused, another incursion into the timeline. But I think the villain for Flashpoint 4, I almost feel like. Sorry, guys, I typed it a little bit. I feel like the Anti-Monitor would be kind of an interesting villain for Flashpoint. And it would definitely be a team-up movie for sure, Anti-Monitor. But I think it would also be pretty cool to have Flashpoint Batman also be in this timeline too, because what I have after this Flash movie, the fourth movie, I put on here for Phase 4 a Flashpoint Batman movie. Now, what I kind of what the story I was kind of thinking of a Flashpoint Batman movie, with exploring Thomas Wayne's character, it would kind of take place after the aftermath of like the timeline getting fixed, everything. So it would kind of like explore Thomas Wayne alternate timeline, exploring his character, and just kind of be kind of cool to have to explore Thomas Wayne's Batman a little bit. Don't know too much about the story of what I would do with it, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have a Flashpoint Batman movie with Thomas Wayne. So, next thing is Justice League 4, which is Part 1 and Part 2. And this movie here, since there's going to be a Part 1 and Part 2, this would introduce the villain Darkseid in this Justice League movie. Now, since there's a Part 1 and Part 2, I feel like Part 1 should have Steppenwolf kind of be the Part 1 villain, because Steppenwolf is kind of is supposed to be the right-hand man, one of Darkseid's lieutenants and stuff. I feel like it'd be cool to bring Steppenwolf as the villain for that, and then for the second part, had Darkseid be that main villain, because when Steppenwolf failed, that's when he comes in and just wreaks havoc with the Justice League. So kind of like a Thanos, kind of like bringing in a Thanos character in here. So that is basically what I like to do with Justice League 4 if I was making a Justice League 4 movie. Now, there's Suicide Squad 2, so there's a sequel with that. Superman 4, Part 1 and Superman 4, and this is the Death of Superman storyline. So, and I have it as a Part 1 and Part 2 movie. So, what I want to do with Part 1 and Part 2, if I was doing a Superman 4 movie, and if I'm doing the Death of Superman, I want to have it as kind of like the animated movie where all the Justice League were helping Superman fight Doomsday, and just Doomsday is just trashing the whole Justice League. I kind of want to do that for the first part, have Doomsday be the villain for the first part of the movie, and then just have Justice League fight off Superman. Superman sacrifices himself and stops Doomsday. Of course, Superman dies in the process, and then you have your Part 2 where Superman returns, so basically comes back to life and basically Justice League helped bring it back to life. But during that process, you have a new villain in part 2, which is basically the Superman villain, Cyborg Superman, which is basically an imposter Superman, but he actually is not a very good Superman. He's actually an evil Superman. He would actually be the villain of part 2. So it'd be kind of like a Ryan of Superman kind of like story. And then the Justice League has to kind of have to fight Cyborg Superman without their Superman right now. But Cyborg Superman's he is a strong character. He's a very interesting character as well. So, I have Wonder Woman 4. Wonder Woman 4, and then last but not least, I have a Batman Beyond movie in Phase 4. I feel like Batman Beyond movie would work better in Phase 5, just because I feel like it's like a last movie kind of deal. But yeah, I have a Batman Beyond movie in Phase 4. I have Red and Red 2, which is the movie that has like Bruce Willis and all those in that movie. I didn't realize Red and Red 2 were both DC like affiliated and stuff, so I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have those characters kind of get rebooted into this, and they can like deal with, and since they're basically a central intelligent like agency and stuff, since the people that work for them are like hired, trained killer assassins and stuff, so like retired ex military. I think it'd be pretty cool for them to deal with threats where if the superheroes are not around, that's where these guys kind of come in and kind of help take care of situations where they have to come in and help take care of the threats. I have a Deathstroke kind of movie for Phase 4. I think it'd be kind of cool to explore a Deathstroke as a Okay, so basically, Deathstroke, have a Deathstroke movie. What I would do with a Deathstroke movie for Phase 4, I almost kind of would have put him as if kind of becoming an anti-hero, so basically trying to grow as that character, trying to put the wrongs right, kind of like type movie. I think it'd be kind of interesting to explore Deathstroke, and there's a lot of people that like to see, because there was an animated movie that they had of Deathstroke, which was kind of cool to explore that. I like this. I like to have like a movie similar to that, but just different story driven about it. But I like to. That's what I have for Phase 4 as a Deathstroke movie. Another one I like to see as a movie, I think it'd be really interesting to explore his character too, is Deadshot. I feel like Deadshot is that one character. Yeah, he's kind of a villain, but he's also, in a way, he's a bad guy, but there's also parts of him where he's kind of good too, because like he's a dad that tries to take care of his family, and he has struggling issues with the wife and stuff because he's also divorced and trying to spend time to see his daughter and things like that. So it's really hard it's kind of a struggle in that story situation, which I would like to see in that film. So, but at the same time, he's also an assassin and stuff. So, I think it'd be kind of cool to explore a Deadshot's character. In this type of movie and stuff. And that is what I have for Phase 4. Now, for Phase 5, I have a Marvel vs. DC crossover movie. I'm not 100% sure how I would do a Marvel vs. DC crossover movie, but I think one of these days I'll do a separate video where I talk about that and stuff, and of the lineup and what I would do with it. So, then I have Injustice Part 1 and Part 2. That'd be kind of nice to do like a Marvel since we have a Marvel Civil War, it'll be kind of interesting, nice to have like a DC type of Civil War type deal with the Injustice getting tied into it. And then I have Titans 3. Now for Titans 3, this is what I would like to do for Titans 3. I kind of want to do like a Titans versus Justice League kind of like deal with this. Kind of like the animated movie where it was Teen Titans versus the Justice League, even though that movie was not the greatest because the way it was kind of made. But the story, how I would do it, I would like to have the Justice League kind of turn evil, but the Titans have to fight them, try to help them because they're all brainwashed and put under Trigon's spell. And I kind of want Trigon to be kind of the villain, the big villain for the third one. And obviously Raven would be the key part of this movie because she's the one that kind of has to put him away. But that's what I like to do for Titans 3. John Constantine 3. I feel like he should deserve a third movie. Jonah Hex. I think it'd be kind of cool to have a Western type of deal. But I think it'd be kind of cool to have Jonah Hex and John Constantine kind of team up in a sense. It'd be kind of interesting. And then last but not least, Big Barda movie, which is another female character that kind of runs the same as Wonder Woman just a little bit. And she did kind of take over as, not as Wonder Woman, but she kind of took over as a fill-in character for her spot in Justice League while Wonder Woman was absent for something, which was kind of cool to explore her character. And it'd be nice to explore her as a movie and stuff too. So, but that is what I have for Phase 5, guys. Not a whole lot of there, but I'm gonna do a separate video for the Justice League for Marvel vs. DC crossover movie, just because I'm about to end the video and I just want to do it on a separate video. Post the comment section below and tell me what you guys think of Phases 4 and 5 of the movies and stuff. If you haven't seen part 1 of where I talk about Phases 1, 2, and 3, go check that out. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the share button as always. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.